Hi, everybody. Happy fall. It's very exciting to me that it's fall. I love this weather. It's cool but not cold. It's very comfortable. All of you are probably settled into your school year schedules, and I've settled into my schedule by now. And I wanted to send you a message. Every time there's a new season, I kind of feel like it's a way for me to revive myself or try something new or reinvent something. And I want to be able to relate to my students in a way that is new and fresh, but something that everybody can understand. And I wanted to share with you a recent experience I had that all of you probably go through on a daily basis, but we don't think about too much. I took a trip at the end of the summer to one of my favorite places in the whole world, which is Sedona, Arizona. And I was there with really special people, and we were doing tons of cool, exciting outside stuff. And it's really a time for me whenever I travel somewhere where I'm doing a lot of stuff outside, like Arizona or Vermont, I like to unplug a little bit and live in the present moment and enjoy my surroundings. But something I noticed on the plane on the return from the trip was the second the plane landed, everybody took out their phones. And it wasn't just like checking their texts or their emails. Everybody was on social media. Every single person was checking in on what everybody else was doing. And it made me really think to myself, like, can we just stay in airplane mode ourselves by choice, not just because we were forced to put the phone in airplane mode? So I guess I'm thinking about this figurative state of being of airplane mode, voluntary airplane mode. And I think this is a good message for my students. I think I learned a lot from analyzing this, and I can apply it to being a better musician and a better teacher. But every time I experience something like that, I think about a way that I could share it with my students and say, hey, think about this a little bit more. We don't think about it. When we're looking up something on the internet, or we're checking out what somebody ate for lunch or where they went on Saturday night, we're not really thinking too much about it. We're not analyzing it. We're seeing it, we're processing it, but we're not analyzing it. So I was on a plane, and I just went to this awesome place, and I come back, and everybody's just ready to move on. Everybody's just checking in on everything else. So what happens is, when we're so worried about what everybody else is doing and all this stuff that already happened and all this stuff that is yet to happen, we're forgetting about what's happening right now. So I have a challenge for all of my students. One day a week, try to unplug. Maybe actually put your phone in airplane mode one day a week and look around. Maybe you'll rediscover an old hobby that you've been out of touch with. Maybe you'll hang out with a friend you haven't seen in a while. Maybe you'll make a new friend. Maybe you'll go outside and discover something new. Maybe you'll pick up your instrument a little bit extra that week. It has helped me to be a better musician, to think about the world around me right at that moment instead of all this other stuff. So what I would like for you to do this fall is, if you could look at it from my perspective and use every new season as a new perspective and a new outlook. Use this fall to discover something new or rediscover something old that you didn't realize you missed because you were focused on other things. And then say to yourself, how will this enrich my life? Maybe you'll pick up another instrument that you don't already play. Like I said, maybe you'll find a new hobby. The possibilities are endless, and they already exist. And I think that's sort of my point here, is there's a lot of stuff that's available to us that can make our lives better that already exists. And sometimes we forget that it's there. So I challenge you to put yourself in airplane mode one day a week. And I think we should talk about it. I really think that we're getting to a point in our society where it's almost unheard of to not look at our phones every second. Now, I remember a time where we didn't look at phones because we didn't have them. And when I was a teenager and phones were just becoming a thing that everybody had, they were gigantic and not really cool and didn't really do much. So they weren't that big of a deal. It actually was just a phone. And sometimes you used it to call someone. But everything has changed. So I think that if I can express to my students and maybe share a little bit with them about what it was like before, what it was like before we had all this stuff. And again, I'd like to point out, it is good that we've come this far technologically. But what we need to realize is that we have a choice. We can either look at our phones as much as we want or as little as we want. You have the option. You can say, I don't feel like looking at my phone for the next 4 hours. You can. And it's going to be okay. Yeah, when we have a job or we have schoolwork, yeah, you have to check your email. You have to check in once in a while. But you don't have to worry about it. Have the phone there because you want it or you need it. But don't worry so much about it. And let me know what you come up with. Let me know what you discover. Let me know who you chat with. Let me know what new piece you dusted off. Oh, I haven't played this thing in a while. Let me give it a try. Pick up a piece that you haven't played in 6 months and play it just for fun. I say to my students all the time, yes, I want you to practice what I assigned you that week, but I also want you to play some other stuff you haven't played in a while just because you can, for fun. So I wish you all a happy fall. I wish you all a peaceful fall and enjoy it. Really enjoy it. And not only musically, but in every facet of your life. Enjoy the time that you have, the free time that you have to explore and to reminisce and discover. I really hope that you enjoy it. And let me know what I can do to help, or if I can give you any recommendations for music to try or to listen to or cool farmers markets. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.